What's up everyone, it's Tim from TimPlaysAGame here with my review of the ARMS Open Invitational tournament at E3. This tournament saw 4 of the best pro gamers taking on the best E3 showroom attendees in a single elimination tournament, and boy was it heated. Round 1 saw Skywardwing vs Valle. Alex started with Helix and Skywardwing used Ribbon Girl. Skywardwing was incredibly skilled with Ribbon Girl, using her multiple jumps and air dashes to his advantage. Alex with Helix managed to hold his own, but Skywardwing used his rush attack and made short work of Helix. Next match, Alex switched things up, but in the end, Skywardwing would take another win, moving on to the next round. Round 2 saw Springguy vs Supergirlkels. Springguy started with Springman, and Supergirlkels started with Ninjara. Both players took calculated shots and dodged skillfully, but Supergirlkels and Ninjara were just a little faster, scoring 2 masterful victories. Springguy switched to Ninjara for the next match, making it Ninjara vs Ninjara. Supergirlkels and Springguy had 2 really close battles, but Supergirlkels proved her ninja skill, winning the second round. Round 3 saw Tafokints vs Gamingwithme. Tafokints started with Master Mummy, and Gamingwithme started with Min. Gamingwithme was fierce with Min's punches and Dragon Blasts, but Tafokints blocked and healed with Master Mummy's special ability. Gamingwithme and Min proved their ferocity in both rounds, laying a royal smackdown on Master Mummy and Tafokints. Gamingwithme moves on to the semifinals. Round 4 saw Zerk vs Kayane. Zerk started out with Twintelle, and Kayane started with Mechanica. Kayane was merciless with Mechanica's Whammer, but Zerk's Twintelle skills were able to outmaneuver the bulky Mechanica in both rounds. Kayane traded out for Ribbon Girl for the next match, but Zerk kept bringing the heat with Twintelle's Chillas and made short work of Kayane and Ribbon Girl. Round 5 saw Skywardwing vs Supergirlkels. Skywardwing used Ribbon Girl, and Supergirlkels started with Ninjara. Supergirlkels, being the last pro in the tournament, had to prove her worth with Ninjara, but Skywardwing did not back down. In 3 nail-biting rounds, Skywardwing barely survived, but inevitably won. Both players stuck with the fighter, but Skywardwing's Ribbon Girl outmaneuvered Supergirlkels' Ninjara to advance to the finals. Round 6 saw Gamingwithme vs Zerk. Zerk started with Twintelle, and Gamingwithme started with Min. In a battle of beauty and brawn, Zerk's Twintelle read Gamingwithme's Min well enough to not only block her rush attacks, but fight back and deliver one of his own. Both players were fierce, but after 3 battles, Zerk won the first match. Gamingwithme had to stick with Min for the next round, but Zerk was just too skilled with Twintelle's abilities and took the win and his place in the finals. The final round saw Skywardwing vs Zerk. The finals saw a best of 3 out of 5 matches, pitting Skywardwing and Ribbon Girl against Zerk and Twintelle for the first match. Zerk was merciless in taking down Skywardwing in 2 rounds to take the first match. Skywardwing was more aggressive in the second match and was able to read most of Zerk's moves better, but Zerk's calculated strikes and throws overpowered Skywardwing for 2 straight matches. It was now or never for Skywardwing, as he had an uphill battle ahead of him if he hoped to take the championship. In the 3rd round, Skywardwing bounced back, taking down Zerk. The 4th match saw both players stepping up their game for 3 brutal rounds, but Zerk outlasted Skywardwing's onslaught and ended up winning the match, the tournament, and the championship. But it wasn't over just yet. In a surprise exhibition match, Zerk had to take on Mr. Yabuki, the producer of ARMS. Could Zerk take down the producer of ARMS, Mr. Yabuki? Zerk started with Master Mummy, while Yabuki chose Min. Zerk tried to block Yabuki's strikes, but Yabuki could not be stopped. Yabuki favored charged punches over throws, and Zerk read those moves skillfully. Yabuki used the trampolines of the arena to take down Zerk and take the first match with skill and grace. Zerk switched to the fighter who won him the title, Twintelle, while Yabuki traded out for Springman. Zerk did not hold back this match, dodging almost every one of Yabuki's attacks, but in the end, Yabuki would win the exhibition match against the champion Zerk. I personally thought this was an amazing tournament that showcased the strengths of every fighter that was used. The contenders gave it their all and should be proud of the effort they made. I think Zerk was awesome, being able to fight as skillfully as he did with only so much time playing this game, since it has yet to be officially released. When ARMS releases on June 16th, you can expect every passionate fighting gamer to get in on this, including me. Stay tuned to TimPlaysAGame for ARMS gameplay videos starting this Friday. Until then, this is Tim from TimPlaysAGame signing off, and good night.